the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Atlanta Dream. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And we could see a team punch their ticket to the WNBA Finals tonight. The series is at 2-0 for the team who won the first two games. What do they need to do here tonight?
Well, sometimes just keep it simple. They should not change a thing. The onus is on the team down in the series. The biggest key, don't think you're already in the finals. You still need to win one more game.
And Tim, for the squad down 0-2, I want to see some fire. A sense of urgency is always important. Do not go down without a fight.
Off the tip, it's Atlanta. Here's Griner. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. Pass to Rogers. Back to Howard. Here's Boston. To the middle. Rogers. That shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Now Griner. And Jones gets it to go.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
And here's Indiana. Pass to Boston. Clark outside. Howard. Here's Rogers. She's guarded by Griner. Here's Clark. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, it's really almost like an automatic 2 points. Put them up on the board anytime she gets the ball that close to the basket.
The defense has to battle to keep her out of that position in the first place, or it's going to be a long day for them.
And Gray gets it to go.
It's Gray's understanding of spacing and movement that, to me, help her navigate around the court so well.
Now here's Boston. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Griner. Screen by Griner. Alicia Gray, she's open. It's hauled in by Boston.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
Here's Rogers. Hits it from three-point range.
Red hot out of the gates, 4 for 4 shooting.
Now here is Canada. Jones with it, and it's Howard picking her up. It's good.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Howard. Back to Rogers. Shoots for three. And Jones pulls it down.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy look.
What a physical presence down low. Griner's not afraid of anyone when she's around the basket.
Back to Rogers. And the layup falls.
Assist from Boston.
Now Canada. Pass to Jones. Now here's Griner. Gray outside. Griner with the screen. 5 on the clock. That shot by Canada, no good. The Fever leading. Boston. Guarded by Jones. Here's the three. Shot by Rogers, no good. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Canada. And here's Griner. Rogers defending. A nice shot by Griner.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
And it's the Fever ball. Outside Howard. Back to Clark. The three ball. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
They need to make her earn those threes because if you play off her, she's automatic.
Outside Canada. And she's going to get whistled for the foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
I don't see the reasoning as well. I mean, yeah, I don't know what she was thinking out there. Just out of touch with the game situation, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Pow Pow. With some arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot. Here's McDonald. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From past the arc, Bauer's shot is off. Now here's Pow Pow. Defense right on her. Jones. She's covered by Cunningham. Pass to Caldwell. Takes the three. Gets it to go from downtown.
Great communication between teammates there.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Dream out in front. They lead by 2. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
It's been a well-oiled machine on offense for them so far.
And they've kept the ball moving and their opponents chasing it. You know, it's kind of like a dog chasing their tail, just can't get enough. That's how they piled up the points.
Pass to Jones. And here's Hillman. Just 5 on the clock. Over Boston. Outside for Pow Pow. They get the rebound. Tries yet again. From downtown. And Powers pulls it down. Indiana with the ball. Right side, McDonald. Beyond the arc. Green with the rebound. Now Caldwell. Picked by Jones. To the inside. And no good. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. McDonald with it. Aerial Powers on the wing. Boston inside. Off the mark, her first miss of the game, 1 for 2. On the wing, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. She's covered by Sims. Pass to Hillman. To the paint. Fades away. Pow missing again. Right side, Sims. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. Atlanta trailing here. Here's Jones. That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play.
Man, I hope this game keeps on going forever.
Boston shot is good.
No stopping Aaliyah Boston. Too much strength.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Start it.
Big group substitution here for Indiana. Three minutes of action thus far in the second quarter. For three, Jordan Canada still looking for a first take after that miss. 0 for 2. Mitchell outside. Back to Rogers. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done. Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Rogers, that's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now here is Canada. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Tremendous. We love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside.
Here's Rogers. That three off the mark. The Dream on offense. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Pow. Gray. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
And here's Indiana. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. And the basket by Rogers.
I like the decision there by Cunningham.
Here's Canada. Inside. They can't stop the run with that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Fever ahead. They lead by 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. right, the second half beginning in a moment. I mean, you look at Sugar Rogers, what a contribution.
Well, I think it'll be important to see if they can stop her down in the second half, because so far they have not had any answer for her when she's down on the block.
Yeah, maybe mixing up her looks, bumping her out, front her, double down. Just do something to throw her off her rhythm.
Here's Clark. They lead by 8. That's the biggest margin of the game. Pass to Mitchell. Rogers. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Down low. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. Pass to Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. The Dream on offense. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
And that one's good. Jones.
What a smart feed by Canada. She's got a great eye for finding those ready shooters.
Back to Rogers. Score that one for her 8th field goal. 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate night.
Beautiful dish down low.
Gray outside. Inside. Reiner got a hand on it. Caitlin Clark with room. And another basket for Indiana.
Their second half has started well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. I like to see that.
Atlanta calls timeout. Third quarter of basketball, we're about 1.5 minutes in. They set a pick to the wing, right side. The Dream again can't hit.
Well, Tim, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding, but it feels a lot bigger than that.
The score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution have been superior.
Now here's Clark. She's got 10. The three-pointer, no good. Canada with it. Now Mitchell defending. Reiner, good.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Outside Rogers. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Mitchell, Gray defending. Shot by Rogers, no good. And so here's Atlanta. Outside Canada. Jones. A three from Alicia Gray. Tasha Howard pulls it in.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Canada. Reiner. And the three off target. Outside Rogers. Good from the moment it left her hand. That makes her 10 for 14.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Pass to Jones. Now here's Griner. Rogers defending. A nice shot by Griner.
And she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Mitchell outside. To the middle. Here's Rogers. Makes it off the glass.
And they're really keeping that ball hopping around.
Yeah, hip-hopping around if you ask me. Look, their last 5 trips have all ended with a great pass leading to a hoop. They are really sharing the basketball.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Here's Hillman. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And she banks in the layup. And here's Clark. Now Rogers. Kicks it out to Boston. Back to Rogers. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
Pass to Pow. Hillman. Here's Kune. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Count that one.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Fever ahead, leading by 17. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Here's Hillman. The shot is good on the assist by Pow.
He didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
Here's Rogers. Soft touch off the glass.
She's really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
And Atlanta has possession. Trailing by 17. Pow with it. No good on the 3.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
to Walker-Kimbrough. Pow. Now Caldwell. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
A difficult situation for Atlanta. To the inside, Hillman. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Good possession resulting in the easy one down low.
Mitchell outside. McDonald. Pass to Rogers. That's good, and it's Harry McDonald with the assist.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
And here's Hillman. Brianna Jones, the open look. And again, the dream score.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
Pass to Rogers. Now Cunningham. Mitchell outside. Shot from free throw range. And there the Fever with another bucket.
Great focus for Mitchell offensively, finding herself that mid-range shot.
And the dream call time here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Jones. It's a deflection.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Boston. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
At the line for the away team, Aaliyah, Boston. One shot.
One shot. And that one misses.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Outside Rogers. And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it. Now here is Canada. Pass to Jones. Gray. She's covered by Mitchell. From deep. Natasha Howard with the rebound.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now Rogers. Guarded by Canada. Good on the shot.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They play terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Back to Griner. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
I like how Gray plays with her head up and scans the floor. To me, that's always going to be a recipe for success.
Now here's Howard. Pass to Rogers. Puts up a three. No good there. And you're the Dream. 19-point game. To the paint. Here's Jones. An easy 2 points on the layup. Indiana with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the basket by Rogers.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Here's Clark. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Rogers.
She just keeps on going. She's got more points than anybody out there.
And Atlanta has possession. Outside Canada. On the wing, Alicia Gray. They grab their own miss. And so the Indiana Fever take the series and will move on.
What an incredible accomplishment, getting to the WNBA Finals. I'm just telling the players, enjoy this. Every player in the world dreams getting to a finals.
It's just so difficult to win a series. To even get to this point, to take the next step, hats off to this team.
And now they get a crack at the title, which is absolutely awesome. All the hard work from everyone, whether it was the coaches, the players, the front office, the fans, they all had a big part in helping this team get to this point.
And that wraps things up tonight in the WNBA Playoffs. For our analysts, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Schwartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Join us next time as the WNBA postseason continues on 2K. Good night.